Hello everybody, and thank you guys for tuning in this video. My name is Cole Martins. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series and the race at Texas Motor Speedway, as they had the AAA Texas 500 this week, and race number 2 of 3 in the round of 8 for this chase for the Sprint Cup. As one driver has already clinched their spot into the championship round, as we have only 3 races remaining in the season. Last 2, of course, being transfer races here at Texas and Phoenix. Then we had the championship race at Homestead, which Jimmie Johnson has locked himself into after picking up a win at Martinsville Motor Speedway. Now for this race, we had a little bit of issue to start the race on Sunday, as rain was in the area and ended up running out this race for the first 5 hours of it. But thank the Lord above that we actually got some clear skies at one point later on in the night, and so the day race just got moved to a night race, as the drivers were finally back on the track at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And Austin Dillon, who was your pole setter in this race and past chase contender this year, as he was eliminated in the round of 12, led the field to the green flag and would lead the first couple laps until lap 7. Chase driver Joey Logano would take the lead from Austin Dillon and would dominate for a good part of this race. And then we had to lap 195, where Martin Truex Jr., another past chase driver, would find his way up there and would take the lead after quite a few some pit stops, green flag pit stops. And he would take the lead after he took his pit stop, as well as Carl Edwards was coming right behind him. Then a caution would come out as Austin Dillon would go sliding through turn 3 and 4, and under the caution, Carl Edwards would win the race through pit road and beating off Truex and Joey Logano. And also at this point, we heard that rain was coming back in the area again, so drivers trying to get to the front of the pack as soon as they possibly can to try to make sure they can pick up a win. And a win, of course, for their chase driver is very huge, as they would move on to the Homestead race in 2 weeks. Then we had to lap 262, as a little bit after the green flag came out, Austin Dillon would have crashed once again, as he would go into the wall pretty hard, collecting a couple of drivers with him. This was also caused by Kevin Harvick, who got into the back of Austin Dillon, who apologized after the race about that. So we'll see how that maybe works in going into Phoenix next week. But in this one, we only had 5 drivers stay out, as Carl Edwards was one of them, who was in first place, Joey Logano being another who was in 4th, and those 2 drivers trying to pick up a win, as other chase drivers ended up coming to pits and trying to get fresh tires, try to compete with these 2 drivers. But it was not enough, as on lap 289, rain started to come out once again. Carl Edwards was your leader, and being already that late at night, they're not going to sit there and wait anymore. So Carl Edwards would pick up the win at Texas Motor Speedway, and a much needed win after crashing out of last week's race and finishing in 36th place. Carl Edwards would pick up his 3rd win of the season, his 4th ever win at Texas, and most importantly, clinching his spot in the championship round next week, in a couple weeks, 2 weeks, at Homestead Motor Speedway. And your results for the race at Texas Motor Speedway: in first place was Carl Edwards, who was a chase contender. And second place, chase contender Joey Logano. Third place, Martin Truex Jr. Fourth place, Chase Elliott. Fifth place, chase contender Kyle Busch. Sixth place, chase contender Kevin Harvick. Seventh place, chase contender Matt Kenseth. Eighth place, Kasey Kahne, who's been having a great, so far been looking very, very good in this chase races at the end of the season. So a great way for Kasey Kahne to end the season so far this year. Hopefully he can bring it in next year and possibly find his first time being in the chase in 2017. Probably since I believe it was 2015 or 2014 was the last time Kasey Kahne was in the chase. In 9th place, chase contender Denny Hamlin. 10th place, Ryan Newman, and rounding out other chase drivers. In 11th place, Jimmie Johnson, who was also a chase driver, and in 20th, chase contender Kurt Busch. And then your point standings coming out of Texas Motor Speedway, with 1 race to go here in the round of 8, and your last chance to make it and go for the championship at Homestead Motor Speedway. Of course, in first place would be Jimmie Johnson and Carl Edwards, as both those guys have picked up a win, so they have clinched their spot in the Homestead race in a couple weeks. And third place is Joey Logano, who's only 2 points above the cut line in 5th place. Fourth place, Kyle Busch, who is only 1 point above the cut line. And the 2 drivers he's above are his teammates, as in 5th place is Matt Kenseth, who is -1 points out. Denny Hamlin, who is 2 points out in 6th. Kevin Harvick, who is 18 points out in 7th place. And 8th place, Kurt Busch, who is 34 points out. So for Kevin Harvick and Kurt Busch, they'll have to win at next week at Phoenix to clinch their spot in the championship round, while all the other 4 drivers, Joey Logano, Kyle Busch, Denny Hamlin, and Matt Kenseth, have to try to race their way and beat each other to lock their spot in the chase. But the next track is a beautiful track for Kevin Harvick, as next week we head to Phoenix International Speedway. That is on November 13th, 2016 for the Can-Am 500. This race will be 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and this race you can find on NBC. And past winners of this race, as in the spring, the winner of this race was Kevin Harvick, as he's so far in his career has 8 total wins at Phoenix Motor Speedway, hoping to make it 9 and country his spot in a championship round once again, which he's been in every year since they've created this format. I think it's only been 2 years they've had that so far. And your winner of this race last year was Dale Earnhardt Jr., who picked up his 3rd win here last year. And also, we know he is not going to be racing next week because of his concussion. But I believe that race was rain shortened as well, which gave Jr. the win in that one. Other drivers who have won at Phoenix Motor Speedway: Carl Edwards, whose last win was in 2013. He has 2 wins there. Damon Hamlin, whose last win and only win there was in 2012. Jimmy Johnson's last win there was in 2009. He has 4 total wins at Phoenix Motor International Speedway. Kyle Busch's only win came in 2005. Kurt Busch's only win came in 2005. And Matt Kenseth's only win there came in 2002, leaving only one driver in the chase not to win at Phoenix International Speedway, and that would be Joey Logano. And that will be it for our NASCAR Sprint Cup Series show here. If you guys want to comment below, I'd love to hear what you guys got to say. What did you guys think about the race? What do you guys think about the points so far? Who do you think is going to make it into the championship round next week out of these 6 remaining drivers? I'd love to hear what you guys got to say. If you guys also want to follow me on Twitter, you can do that at ColeMartins57. I'd love to talk to you guys about anything sports-wise, especially NASCAR. So if you guys want just add me on there, I'd love to talk to you guys about that. If you guys could please like this video, or you could also, and if you also could please subscribe to my YouTube channel, I would really appreciate that. Thank you guys for watching this video, and you guys all have a great day.